Hello and welcome along and welcome back to 6 Ashes for day 2 of the survival experiment. We are going to pick up another contract this morning, and I think we're going to go for field 61. This is a ploughing contract. It's 7,800 that it's worth. Now there's a couple of contracts in here that I'm really interested in doing if we can. One is field 6, back on field 6 with this Massey for 36,130. And the other is this sowing contract here for 6,800. That's because these are both potato contracts. This field 6 one, absolutely want to grab that if we can. But we need capital to buy potatoes because it's going to cost a lot of money to buy potatoes. I want to make sure we've got enough money there in the first place. So that's why we're going to do this field, ploughing contract first. So let's borrow the items for that. Head back. And here is our vehicle for today. So this is a Massey Ferguson 7726 with a big Lemkin Titan 18 plough. Now this is one of the nice things about this. This is a nice big plough for this. And then we've just got a little sewer weight to go with us. So let's get this. I'm going to grab the weight first. So by the looks of this plough, this is not going to be a small field that we're doing. But nice big plough means we should be able to get this done fairly swiftly. My plan very much on this series at the moment is to keep building up our capital, at least until towards the end of spring. If we can get a big potato contract like the one we've got sitting there at the moment and actually complete it, then we will do well. We need to lift this up. There we go. Complaining it doesn't have its only contract work. So where are we going? We are heading up to field 61. That is straight down here. It's this field here. Not a small field by any means. But we should be able to get up there. Let's get some lights on. But yeah, this is going to take us a little while to do. Nice Massey this. This is one of the downsides we have of doing a lot of contract work early on, is that we are stuck with the standard in-game vehicles. It's all stuff that is, yeah, very standard, very no DLC content or anything like that. Some of the stuff in the DLCs and things like that, which would be quite useful for this, and it's something that we had in FS17, where it would pull stuff from the mods as well as the main game in order for you to do contracts. I kind of missed that. Now this is the field we're doing here. That is quite a large field. So very much like last time, I think we're going to be cutting a few times to see how we do. I think we're going to end up having just this field today. Part of the reason why I've started so early, right on sunrise today, is because, yeah, look at the size of that field. So we're going to get this done and dusted, hopefully. Here's our gateway. And this here, that next to us, in there, that is the farm that we're looking to buy. Or looking to lease, actually. I don't think we're going to be able to buy it anytime soon. Oh, God. This is going to be an interesting conundrum to get this. Can I do it? Oh, no. Oh, that's made it worse. Just back that there. That there. Drive straight down here. And that clears it. There we go. Unfold our plough. Unfortunately, we do not have any GPS on this tractor. That would make this job so much easier. But we do have a fairly large plough, so that's good. I can't remember. I don't think we can widen this any further. So let's reverse it up to here. Line ourselves up. Drop it down. And away we go. And so yeah, we just need to get ourselves across and up this field and see if we can earn ourselves, well, we're going to earn ourselves about 5,000 off this. So we're going to be about 7,000 overall. What I think we can do is probably grab that potato, the smaller potato contract, and fold that into this. And if we can do that, then we should end up with enough money. Well, it's going to be a difficult choice at that point because we've got that really big potato contract. 36,000 would get us very, very nicely started, and is the kind of contract that I have been keeping an eye out for. It takes time, and that's why those potato contracts are so useful. 36,000, it takes time, but man, is it worth it. You very, very quickly start earning money that way. But the same is true of plowing contracts because, again, they take time, and so they tend to get quite a bit of cash from them. We're just over a quarter of the way through the field, and this Massey is doing this rather nicely. We've managed to line ourselves up now with the ground and make sure that our plough furrows are a little more realistic. It's really interesting how as this hill undulates, the way the plough pulls the tractor is just varies so much. I'm constantly having to correct for getting pulled downhill as I'm going across this. But it is working nicely. I've been thinking a lot about how we're going to approach this series and approach leasing equipment. Now, I've said early on that leasing equipment is perfectly allowed, but I think what we should do is limit that leasing to modern equipment. So, for example, you wouldn't be able to lease a grey Massey to work on a farm. It's just modern times you wouldn't be able to do that. You would have to go and buy a grey Massey if you wanted to use it on a farm. Whereas something like this, Massey 77, 26, you would be able to lease that. You would be able to actually lease that as a tractor. So we are going to restrict the leasing to modern equipment. Now, the advantage of that, it does add a little bit more difficulty without completely making everything impossible. And that is basically, it allows us to A, cover the fact that this is a leased piece of equipment for a contract, so that's great. But secondly, it means we can't lease cheap stuff, which I don't want to do. I don't want to be leasing cheap stuff. So, cheap older stuff. So yeah, if we want something cheap and older and we've got to buy it, we can lease something newer, and then that plays again into how we approach this and how we do things. So I think that's going to be a good way to go. This accelerates a lot with this plough down this hill. Really, really does. And yeah, I'm going to grab that potato contract if I can. I don't think is 7,000 going to be enough for us to be able to buy enough potato seeds for that field. That's the big question. If we can, even if it costs us everything we have to get that field planted, is it worth it? That is the big question here, and the one that I'm not sure whether I like the answer to or not. Should I think what we need to do is we need to get the other potato contract done if we can. The trouble we've got is that it is coming up to midday, and we are only 30% through this contract. So I don't think we're going to have time to do that small potato contract today and clear it in time for the large one. So we're going to have to leave it for now, I think. I think we might try and get the small one for next time. See how many potatoes it takes. And then that will give us an idea for the big one if it is still available later on. We're 50% of the way through the field now. It is coming up to 3 PM in the afternoon in game, and this is the longest part of the field. We're doing about 2% per row at the moment, so it's progressing well. I think it's going to be dark by the time we finish this, so it's definitely an all-day job, this one. But it has gone well, and it is going to earn us about £5,000, I think. I think that is the kind of money we're expecting off this. 7,080 is what the payment is, but I think it's about 1,500 to 2,000 for us leasing this equipment for this job. So yeah, it is going to be about £5,000. That will take us to roughly £7,000 overall, which is very, very good. I'm pleased to be at that stage. If we can, as I said, if we can get a nice, big, well-paying contract for day 3, that would be good. I'm not expecting to be doing to get our farm and our land leased until probably about day 5. And my reasoning for that is if I can earn enough money and get enough money together by that point, that would be good. But day 5 is also the point at which if I want to plant anything or I want to do any grass work, that is when we're going to be wanting to do it. To get in before the end of spring and get ourselves going there. I think it's going to be grass work most likely. Very much people seem to want me to go for the horse farm instead of the pig farm. And we know we can make a good daily income if we get maybe 2 or 3 horses. The thing is, we do need to ride them, so I'm not going to have the horse helper on here. We do need to actually ride any horses that we get. On the plus side, that will mean we'll make more money from them. The horse helper only gives you a standard amount, I think it's like 300. You can earn a lot more from the horses. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at that and hopefully getting ourselves set up so that we can make a decent daily income from the horses. On top of that, we should be able to get well, we can definitely do hay. We won't do hay bales anyway, but there's the possibility to make money off doing silage or silage bales. And in fact, something I want to check on this map is whether the BGA, where is the BGA? Somewhere around here. I'll find it in a moment because I'm about to run out of field. I'm hoping the BGA is not something you have to purchase. If it's something that you have access to for free, then we're laughing. Absolutely, we're laughing. It means that we can make stuff for sale there. Specifically, we can make good silage. If we make silage to sell on there, that would be absolutely amazing for our progress here. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Right, let's get this running on this track. It's a little bit difficult when you first start off on this road because it pulls downhill very harsh. But we're good. Let's have a look in here then. Where is our BGA? Other dairy farm, animal dealer, farm silo, Black Acres, lime, there we go. Biogas plants. So, biogas plants costs 53,000. So before we can start making money through the biogas, we need to, we need to raise 53,000. I think that's going to be post-harvest. But certainly, later on in the year, that is going to come into play. For now, we're going to have to, we're not going to make money that way, unfortunately. Unless we make bales. We can sell hay bales and we can sell silage bales. But we would need to get a baler in order to do that. So that is where all the trickiness comes in. We either get a forage wagon and create piles, which overall would probably be cheaper. Or we get a baler, create some round bales and do it that way. We might have a really good baler actually for use on this. I don't know how much it is. There it is. Oh, wow, 19,000 for the Ford baler. So, and I think we may even have a cheaper class baler. So there are definitely options that we have and can play around with. So yeah, it's good. We more than enough opportunity to make it through this. And doing really well. How far are we through this contract now? We are 57%. And it's coming up to 4 PM in the afternoon. Yeah, we're going to have our headlights on by the end of this. The sun is setting and we are about 81% of the way through this contract now. Yeah, it is, as I was saying earlier, properly going to be dark out. When we finish this, but as I said earlier, we will make a decent amount of money from this. Be able to move on to the next thing that should make us a decent amount of money, and just keep on working our way through that, and keep on working our way up. It is a bit slower going at the top end of this field, but otherwise it's all good. We're not pulling too hard. Going downhill, although we will do at this point. That will pull hard to our left going up here. Oh, sorry, to our right going up here. Because yeah, that is down slope. But in general, it's all looking good. Seasons gets very, very dark though. You would plough. Then I have seen farmers plough into the night before. Just to, to get the job done and get the job finished. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I want to get this finished and done, and then we can return this and see how much money we're going to have going into day 3 on here. The sun is now a distant memory in the sky. You can see just sort of fading away. It's gone well below the horizon. We are 97% of the way through this now. So very nearly there, and it is 20 to 9 in the evening. So yeah, very, very normal. 96% of the way there. So I think we got this row and one more, and that should finish us off. It's been a long old day, but it's been relaxing. I actually find ploughing one of the really relaxing things to do in this game, along with both mowing and harvesting. Both of those are just, all those are nice jobs to do. Ploughing, there's a lot of skill to keeping your tractor straight while ploughing if you're not using GPS. And yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed doing this a lot, and in the shadow of the farm we want to buy as well, which will be good. I definitely think the more I think about it, the more I'm sure that horses is the way to go for this series. We can just, with seasons, we can make a nice, steady daily income from the horses, and make sure that we're continually earning. And if we're having to lease anything, that continual earning is going to be an important thing. It also means that we're going to do grass work, which is the great thing about grass work is it's 3 times a year we can earn money off that once we get it set up. There we go. So I reckon we're probably about 98% of the way through this now. 97. So nearly there. The field has narrowed a bit at this top end, and there is still a fair amount to the above us left to do, and it should be fun. It should all work out okay. I tend to, when it's dark like this, I tend to prefer to be in cab, simply because you can see so much more. Out here it's a little less visible, so yeah, like being in the cab for this. Are we going to be on 99% at the end of this road? Yes, we are. Oh, we're on 99% now. This road could end it. Could finish it at 9 PM. Otherwise, I think we're going to have to do a little bit of the next row. I'm not expecting it to be too much if we do. And not quite. So lift it. And we'll turn it and we'll get the last little bit done and then get all of this back to the shop. That's the other restriction I'm setting myself, is that all of my equipment has to be returned to the shop that's used in contracts. I can't just complete it in a field. We need to head back up there. So certainly initially, until we've got our own farm, we're going to be starting and finishing up at the shop. I'm half tempted to put a no tab rule in as well, but considering how difficult this is already, I don't think we need that. Although let me know in the comments if you think we should, because that is our contract on field 61 finished. So let's get to this tractor back to the shop. Yeah, very dark outside now. We'll get our beacons on. You'll be able to see the beacons quite nicely. Should be able to see the beacons quite nicely. There we go. They're not reflecting off anything at the moment. Now, if we thought this this was fun to get in here in the light, this is going to be hell to get out of here in the dark. I want to take it really wide and get it very angled. So very wide, around and angle it. Yeah. As close to that gate as I can. And then and turn. And I can't even see where the plough is. But I'm judging by that we are actually out of it. Yep, there we go. Yes, I've not got any beacon reflections. I must have those turned off. Which should explain why I'm getting such a wonderful FPS at the moment. I'm running 60 FPS on this map. First time I've done that for a while. I'm beginning to think that it might be something like Maize Plus. Maize Plus and Seasons running at the same time causing the issues. Because yeah, most of the time I'm running around 60 FPS on this map at the moment. Even when I'm recording. Long road back to the shop to get these dropped off. Nearly 40 hours on this tractor. It's one of the things I love about the leased stuff for that you get for contracts, is the fact that it's not fully repaired and it's always got a whole heap of hours on it, as if it's a used machine, which is just, you know, absolutely brilliant. Into the shop like that, and park it around the back. Pick it up where we got it from, or drop it off where we got it from. So there we go. That is our tractor back. It's about to disappear because I'm going to complete this. 5,000. That's nearly 6,000. That's even better than I thought. Where does that leave us? That leaves us at nearly £8,000 after 2 days. That is absolutely brilliant. And a brilliant place to leave it. So, with that, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.